Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome again to another one of our seniors workouts from home. In today's session, once again, we're going to make sure to work your whole body. That means your shoulders, your legs, your hips, muscles that support your joints like your knees, and of course your rotator cuff as well. We'll also do some balance and coordination exercises. But before we can get into those exercises, let's do a little warm-up. So I'd like for you to start by opening your arms up as wide as you can. If you have trouble opening them up this wide, just keep them a little bit lower. Always follow that same advice. I want you to reach as far out to your right and to your left as you possibly can. Just hold that for a moment and open and close your hands as quickly as you can. So keep opening and closing. While you do that, let's all take 3 deep, slow breaths in together. For 3, slowly exhale. 2, keep those hands moving. We've got one more. 1. Okay, extend those arms out in front of you, opening the fingers as wide as you can. Really stretch those fingers out and then interlace the fingers, turn the palms out. Press them forwards and enjoy the wonderful stretch that you get in your fingers, and your hands, your palms, your forearms. Great stress relief for your elbows. Now before we release, I want you to stretch those shoulders as far as you can, separate the shoulder blades, and then release. Pull the shoulder blades back and draw those arms as far back as you can. If that means you need to draw the hands down low and back for your shoulders, if you have any restrictions, so be it. Just hold that for a moment. And now I'd like for you to rotate your right arm, place it behind your back, then the left arm. Try to get those hands as far across as possible. If all you can do is touch the fingertips, great. That's a great place to get started. Once you have them as far back as possible, I want you to pull the shoulders back and drop the shoulders down. Hold that position, look up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Look straight ahead and to your left as far as you can. Take a deep breath in. Look back up to the ceiling. Keep your jawline closed. Take a deep breath in. And then one more time, looking all the way over to the right. Take a deep breath in. And release those arms. Shake your shoulders out. Let's do some backwards and alternating rotations with the shoulders. You can go at a faster or a slower pace than me, whatever you can muster. Now let's switch and do some large, exaggerated rotations forwards in an alternating fashion. Excellent. Now I want you to take your hands, put them out in front of you. I want you to rotate, right? This is external rotation. I want you to rotate the arms externally as you lift the elbows up and form this amazing W shape. Even better if you can get those elbows up to the level of the shoulder, though not necessary. Pull them as far back as you can. Open up your chest line too. Pull the elbows back and draw them back down and repeat. We'll do that for 5. Hold it for a moment. Bring it back in. 4. Hold it for a moment. 3. Hold it for a moment. And just the last 2 for those of you who can't bring them that high up. 2. This is what it would look like. We'll do one more. 1. Excellent. Good. I'd like for you to tuck your chin in towards your chest. Let your spine flex. Let your shoulders droop forwards. All together, we're going to lower as far down as you can. Allow some slight flexing to your knee. And slowly make your way back up. Extending the spine only one vertebra at a time. Pull the shoulders back, look up at the ceiling, pull the arms back, take a deep breath in, tuck the chin into your chest again. We're going to repeat that once more. Take your time. And slowly make your way back up, shoulders back, arms back, look up at the ceiling, take a deep breath in. Let's adopt at least a shoulder width position with the feet We're going to put our hands across like this. Mr. Clean, higher for those of you who can, lower for those of you who can't. We're going to twist as far as we can to the right, and then as far as you can to the left. If you have trouble rotating through the waist, make sure to bring your hip with you and pivot on one foot like this. So to the right, I'll show you the few different ways that I'm going to use. To the left. If you can twist through the waist, make most of it today through the waist. I do it a little bit differently every time. Sometimes I ask you to do the combo with the two techniques. As long as you twist it. Right, one more time. And left. Now we're going to do a double bounce. That looks like this. One and then bounce. 2 to the left. 3, 4 if you want to keep your feet planted. 5, 6. So choose the method. 7, 8 that works for you. We'll do one more count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I'd like for you to put your palms on the side of your thighs. I'd like for you to reach as far as you can down to the left. And I'm using this arm as a structural support, so I'm physically pressing in. Now for those of you who can, you can raise that extra arm up, keep it bent, so you stretch this line a little better. If it's not necessary to do that, come back up. We're going to go to the other side. Either just remaining like this, or drawing the elbow up. We only hold the position long enough to take a deep breath in and to exhale. Once more on the right. Excellent. I'd like for you to take your arms, draw them as high up in front of your body as possible. Stopping where you need to. Pull them as far back as you can. Hold, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. I'd like you to take those arms and pull them as far behind your body as you can. Hold, squeeze, 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 squeeze. We'll do that for 3. Back. 2. And then back. And 1. And then back. And then the last one that I'm going to have you do is heel raises. You might want to stand next to a chair, and I certainly would like you to grab a ball or a pillow or a towel. Ball it up and put it in between your calves. If it doesn't fit, grab a larger pillow or a larger ball. Squeeze it in between the calves. Open up the toes slightly. We're going to do heel raises, and we're going to count those in a multiple of 4, starting from 0. I said you might want to use the chair 4 because when you have something between your feet or between your calves, 8, it makes you really want to pitch forwards, at least for the first few, before you get used to it. I believe that's 12, 16, 20, 24. If you need to touch a chair, go ahead and touch it. 24, sorry if I counted that one twice. 28, but don't rely on it too much. 32, use it as little as you need to. 36, and 40. We're not going to stop this at 40. We're going to count backwards, and if you have the confidence and ability, 40, we're going to open our wingspan up. 36, 32, 28. We're going to stretch the arms forwards. 24, 20. Now we're going to send them back. 16, 12, 8, 4, one more to go, 0. Bend over, grab that ball or pillow. Ideally, it's something that you can hold in one hand. Even if you have a small basketball. Grab a hold of it now. We're going to do a little ball pass behind the back. This is as simple as it seems. It's great for your shoulders. I'm going to give you some different ways of doing it. Follow along as best as you can according to your ability. So we're going to take that ball. We're going to swing it behind, grab it behind the back, and then place it and switch it behind, hands in front as well. So just a circular pattern, you can go in either direction. Just follow along. What I want you to do is slowly start flexing those elbows. Now I'm passing it along the rib cage. Not down to the hips like this. I brought it up. Now I'm going to try and bring it around the chest. This is where you're going to start to feel limitations. You're going to go as high up as you can. Now I want you to take that ball and try and pass it around your head. And the bigger the circles you can make, when you're doing that, hey, the better. Try to squeeze all the muscles around your shoulders and chest at the same time though. Really brace those muscles. Don't just passively pass the ball, right? You want to squeeze and flex all those muscles so everything's working together as a unit. If that's really tough, start like this, small circle. You're gonna go a little higher. Again, brace those shoulders, squeeze your chest, squeeze your hands, squeeze your forearms, squeeze your arms, squeeze everything. You'll feel a difference in the stability of your shoulder when you do that. Now we're going to switch directions. So we're going to pass it opposite direction. A little lower here. Of course, whenever you folks out there hit your limit, you're not going to have to keep going higher or lower. Small or wide, whatever you can muster. Make sure to squeeze your back, squeeze your chest. We're going to start passing below the armpits. Can't go this high, the belly button. Can't go that high, go to your hips. Slowly progress your way down, until you're probably fully extended. That is it. So you can put that ball away, grab a rubber band. So I know I've used rubber bands in a lot of my sessions lately. I really encourage you to go and get one. They're super cheap. They're available almost anywhere. Sometimes even marketed at the checkout at grocery stores. Available online. Most exercises that I do with the band, you can use a towel as well, but some of them it's really better to use the band. So you are going to want to grab a chair for balance. This is a coordination one for your shoulders and your hips. So I want you to grab the chair with your right hand and you're going to stand on your left foot. As a matter of fact, that left foot is also going to be on one end of the band. However much slack you need at the start, you're going to soon figure out what you need, but we're going to raise the arm up and out. Up and out. Now, that's challenging to get it all the way up, just reduce your range of motion. So use the chair for balance. Every time we bring the arm up, whether it's in front or to the side, we're going to raise our right leg. If you can't raise the knee all the way, just pick up the heel, okay? We're going to count this in a multiple of 8, and it's alternating in front and out to the side with the arm. Just follow along with me. We'll start at 0, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 40, 56, 64, 72, 80. So bad. Hope not so bad. Let's switch to the other side of the chair. Get yourself set up. So we should be stepping on the band with the right foot, raising the left knee and the right arm. Let's start from 80, 72, 64, 56, 48, try to keep that shoulder pressed down the whole arm, 40, 32, if you don't need the chair, just keep it close by, 16, what was that, 32, 24, sorry, 16, I hate to miss a count here, 8, and 0. Wonderful. You just put the band to the side for a moment, but stay close to the chair. I want you to touch the chair with one or both arms, although we don't have to raise the arms now. It's only working our gluteus medius and lifting the leg up to the side. So we're going to start with the right leg up and down. We're going to spell this word that you see above me right here, individual, forward with the right leg and then back with the left. We will start at 5. And get that leg up as high as you can get it up. D. I. If you can only get it up as high, B. Then lift it up that high. 5. E. U. A. L. Last letter, so switch over to the other leg and spell individual backwards, starting from L. A. U, I believe it's U. D. I. V. I. D. N. I. Okay, let's have a seat. Now, having a seat in this instance doesn't necessarily mean that we're taking a break from exercising those muscles. I would like it if you could take that rubber band that you got. If it's a towel, you could make sure it's a longer towel, or you could just outright use the rope. You're going to loop it around from behind the shins like this, and you could do it above the knee, but I think it's going to be preferable. It will be more effective if you can do it below the knees. So wrap it from around, and then just do a loop. If it's a rubber band, you don't need to do a tight loop because it tends to stick really well. And you can either do a bow or a second loop. Just make sure you're willing to untie it afterwards. You can even buy bands that are just a loop already. Okay, so this is what it should look like this. You can even send it further down, but I warn you, the lower the band is on your shin, the harder it's going to be. So we're going to sit back in the chair. We're going to grip the chair at its sides. We're going to extend our legs and squeeze with all of our might the front of the thigh, the quads, and at the same time we're going to be pulling that band apart. This is where you'll find out if you made the band too loose, because you don't want your feet to really be able to extend too much further up in the hips. Ideally, there's already tension when they're hip width apart. We're going to count to multiple here. We'll make that multiple 12. We'll start at 0. Notice how I hold it a moment at the top. I give myself 12, really a little bit of time to squeeze and think about the muscle. 24 helps us develop a mind and muscle connection. 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, and 112. Okay, now keep that band on. We're going to let the feet stay on the ground, but we're going to separate the legs as much as possible. Don't let your knees go further than your feet. The feet should stay stacked perfectly under your knees the whole time. We'll count backwards from 120. You should be feeling this in the hips. 108, release by the end. 96, 84, 72, hold it for a moment. What is that? 72, 60, 48, 36, 24, 12, and hold, 0. You can get rid of that band for now. You won't need the rubber band again for the remainder of the session. In fact, we're just going to move right ahead to our coordination exercises with the ball. So, if you have a tennis ball or a rubber ball or a basketball, basically anything that bounces, I'd like for you to go and grab that right now while I figure out how to untie this band. Okay. So today we're going to do a toss followed by a bounce. A little extra in terms of the demand for coordinated. We will do this while looking at the ball. In our last session, I told you to use your peripheral sight. So we'll count in a multiple of 3 for every bounce, and every toss and every bounce. That's 1 count. All right, so here we go. Let's start. 0, and then bounce with the right hand only. 3, A little tip here, 6 is if you allow your knees to flex. Drop your hips a little bit. 9 makes you a little bit more athletic in terms of your ability to react, right? 15, my legs are straight. 18 takes longer to react. 21, 24, 27, and 30. So that was our right hand. Those of you who are left-handed, now it's your turn to shine. We'll do the same thing with the left side. Again, you can make it shallower if you need. We'll start at 30, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 8, and 0. As always, I will remind you that these are not as easy as they look. If you haven't been doing it for a long time, it is an ability that develops fairly quickly, though, if you practice it. If you follow along with my videos and you're consistent in doing so, you'll notice your reaction time gets a heck of a lot better, as does your balance and strength. If you have any concerns or questions that you would like for me to address in one of my videos, please leave a comment below. I welcome your feedback. Thanks again for joining in on my session. I look forward to training with you again in a few days. But until then, please stay active, stay healthy.